Story I'm going to tell you today is the beginning of where Cabbage came from in my life, you guys. A little crazy adventure there. It's like, you guys understand that you can Google Cabbage why and see how Cabbage has tragically affected Until Dawn characters and many people the world over. But where did it all start, right? Back when I was traveling across the country, I had an employee who I was training to be a sales manager and run his own sales teams. He's a really good friend of mine. He's the guy that got me into the Hey Cutie song. We would play it all the time, and I hated it, but he loved it, and he would kind of just keep on playing it before we got into sales and stuff, and it really hyped him up, and it grew on me. Well, his name is Sybil, and I actually met him playing Star Wars The Old Republic, believe it or not. He was a really high Sentinel DPS that joined Exceptional Legion way back in the day. We became friends over talking about market deals. I could recognize the things that he was selling, and I basically kind of struck up a conversation. We became friends in guildies since then, and then years after that, he joined my company. So it was pretty cool. Anyway, amazing guy. I'm actually going to be going to his wedding in about a month from now. So that's pretty cool. He's really strong. He's this like super fit guy and loves his nutrition. He'll eat like 5 pounds of vegetables a day, like crazy things. But he lives that nutrition gym life more than anybody I know. So it was great traveling the country. You know, with him, we'd work out, we'd work on sales, and it was really a good time with my friends. Well, he was like, Blade, when I'm on your team, we're going to get you eating right, man. We need you around. He's a really sensitive, good-hearted guy. He's like, we need you around, Blade. I'm going to make sure you're getting the right things to eat. I'm like, okay, thank you, thanks. And, you know, I'd be satisfied after a long sales day just stopping by Burger King or whatever, getting, you know, a couple cheeseburgers, and I'm good to go for a while. Not every day, but, you know, I didn't really care. So as we like kind of started saving money and went to supermarkets and things like that to start buying food rather than fast food, he would hand me a quarter of a cabbage with our meal. Now, I did not want a quarter of a cabbage at all. I did not want that. And he handed it to me, I'm looking at this thing like, what am I supposed to do with this? A cabbage, dude? I don't want to eat a cabbage. No, I've got, you know, whatever else. So he was like, no, just try it. It's okay. Just go ahead. Just try it. I'm glad he was in sales. And I'm glad he worked for me. Because he was persistent. And I was like, oh, man. All right, God. So I take a bite of this. I'm like, oh, this is horrendous. It tasted bitter, like I was bitten on my tongue by a fire ant or something. I hated it. And I gave it back to him. I was like, dude, this is disgusting. I don't want this. This is a disaster. Why would you do this to me? He's like, suit yourself. And then just ate it. Just ate the whole thing. Like nothing. The next day, I'm eating, he's eating. Extends out his hand, and he's got a cabbage there. And I'm like, dude, no. I don't want this freaking cabbage. No. He's like, just take a bite, man. It's really good for you. It's great. I'm like, no, I don't want it. The next day, every day, he just kept getting a quarter of a cabbage. He bought it himself. He always had one for me. He kept shoving it in my face. He'd eat his quarter of a cabbage. I kept turning it down over and over and over and over again. Eventually, like, I would bite into it. I'd be like, oh, it's still just as bad as I remember. This is disgusting. Why would you do this to me? And weeks and weeks and weeks of this go by. Like, eventually, I'm actually eating a little bit, and I hate it, but like, I'll eat a quarter of a cabbage. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. And then it started to taste like okay, because I just kept every freaking day. He was a quarter of a cabbage, and I'd see him eat it, and he's, you know, super strong, all about nutrition, caring about me. And so like now I just start eating a quarter of a cabbage with him. So he's eating a quarter, I'm eating a quarter, and this just becomes our thing. And we spent about a year on the road just traveling in 2015. And, we had our cabbage, we played this song he loved, Hey Cutie, and all that stuff. And eventually, he went all the way back to the gym that he'd work out in at home in Massachusetts. I think it was like an LA Fitness or something. And he basically went back to the people that gave him the tip on this cabbage, right? So, like, at this point, we'd been eating cabbage for months, and I liked it, and he said he could really notice the results. He was like, oh, I noticed the results, like, this is the best thing ever, I'm getting trimmed up and all this. I don't know what it's supposed to do. But we did look up, oh wait, no, yeah, so that's later in the story. So now he's telling me this story, I'm driving, and he's in my passenger seat here. He's like, Blade, I gotta tell you this, because he would actually call me Blade the entire time, even in front of customers, because like I knew him as Sybil, he knew me as Blade. We were gamer friends that just worked and traveled together, so it was a pretty good year. It was really fun for friendship, especially. So he's like, Blade, I went back to my gym. I gotta tell you the story about the cabbage. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm listening. What's the story? What do we got here? And he's like, all right, so I went back to the person that gave me the tip on the cabbage, and I said, hey, you know, this is an awesome tip. I shared it with my friends. We're noticing results. We're feeling better. We eat a quarter of a cabbage almost every day. It's super healthy. Noticing the results. I was like, I just want to thank you. So he's thanking the friend at the gym that told him about this. So the guy, when he hears this, he says, oh, don't thank me. Thank my brother. He's the one like benching the 450 over there. He gave me the tip, and they're two Asian guys, right? So the two Asian guys that are working out at the gym. Just like, go thank my brother. He's the one that told me. So Sybil then goes to this guy whenever he finishes this one set. You know, they're all like semi-pro bodybuilders, and Sybil says, you know, thanks so much, man. Thanks for the cabbage tip. I told my friend, we're noticing it. I'm like getting cut. I'm feeling better. It's been really great. We've been eating cabbage like every day for like 6-7 months. The guy goes, cabbage? It's lettuce. You're supposed to eat a quarter of a lettuce head a day. You told him cabbage? Dude, you're such an idiot. You told him cabbage. And so Sybil's like, sitting there listening to this, and the brother's like, it's lettuce? I just thought it was cabbage. I don't know. Is it not cabbage you're supposed to eat? It's lettuce? And so, you know, Sybil's telling me this story while we're driving, and I'm cracking up now. And I'm like, dude, we've been eating cabbage for like 7 months. This is supposed to be some amazing, great bodybuilder tip or whatever. And then this is when it gets even crazier, right? This is when Sybil leans in and he's like, Blade. Now, I'm driving. He's in my passenger. He's like this close to me. He's whispering in my ear as if we have to hide from the monitors of the world or something. But I'm going to put this on the internet, so I think it's fine. He leans in and he whispers. He goes, Blade, here's the thing. They were Asian. And it was a family secret. I think when the one brother said it was cabbage to me and told me the truth, the older brother had to keep that secret and then deceived him in front of me so that we wouldn't know the ancient Chinese secret. I'm like, dude, they're Asian? We're talking about an LA Fitness, like people working out, shared workout tips. This is not some ancient culture, like Asian cabbage secret that we've stumbled upon. And I thought it was the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. But he is still convinced that cabbage is like the dream food, the secret ancient Chinese, I don't know, medicine for your body and health that got out, but wasn't really supposed to get out, right? It was supposed to be covered up by the lettuce shenanigans that happened right there. So he's still convinced. I thought that was the dumbest thing ever. But it's also so funny that I love it. And then we actually look up the properties of cabbage, right? And we look at this and it's like increases memorization, like helps facilitate brain matter or something like that. I don't know, like cuts down on chances of cancer. It was like boom, 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 boom. You can look it up. Just like raw cabbage, what it's supposed to do for you. And we found that there's tons and tons of good things in it. And then we actually got a half of a lettuce, ate it, cut it in half, ate it. And it was terrible. It basically tastes like eating water, where cabbage is dense. It's like, it's this huge, I was like, oh, do I have one? No, I don't. But it's this really heavy, crazy, dense vegetable, while lettuce is just like eating water flakes. It's almost nothing. So we both decided, we're like, you know what? It might be lettuce, I don't know. We're just gonna keep eating cabbage because why not? Dang it! Cabbage has been our thing for so long. It's good enough. We've got it. And on Twitter somewhere, I have pictures of him and me like holding cabbage up in my old New Jersey house. But this actually, there's like a part 2 to this story where most people know about this. So I would frequently just have like a quarter of a cabbage that I would eat because I got so used to eating it. And I would eat it on stream, but apparently if you just grab like half of a cabbage and start eating it in front of a whole bunch of gamers, people think that's weird for some reason. I don't know. So 1010 best Blade story yet. Thanks, Villain. So yeah, I would just like eat my cabbage, you know, nice and casually. It takes a long time to chew, so there's like 30 seconds of not saying anything and just chat reacting to it. And especially in Elder Scrolls, people just lost their minds because like, did that dude? No way. Did he just take a bite out of a cabbage like an apple? And I was not prepared for the reactions that I got from this. People went nuts. And so cabbage kind of became more and more involved in my stream. There's actually an old highlight you can find on YouTube where I sing to my cabbage. I do sing to it, full song, singing to it. It's that old song, "Oh Me Cheerleader," right? I didn't have a cheerleader, so I had a cabbage, and it just kind of fit that song. So cabbage has been kind of its own stream meme here for a long time. People get the cabbage in my stream and some other stupid cabbage meme completely confused. We've got our own thing built here, dang it. And it then continued on when I was eating a cabbage during playing Until Dawn. Now all you have to do is Google Cabbage Y, first link, right here. Spoilers if you haven't seen Until Dawn yet, so bear with me on that. But we're gonna watch this clip on what happened actually. We're gonna skip this, we're gonna turn it up. So here we go. So the phone is ringing, I ignore the phone. At this point I've been playing this game for 8 hours. I'm alternate blinking. I'm so tired. The light's coming in. This is over Halloween, playing Until Dawn, actually Until Dawn, on a normal sleep schedule. So like, one eye blinking, I'm passing out, I'm exhausted. Now this game, I didn't know this at the time. Final scene of the game. Final scene. Alright, so here's this very suggestive set of words called "don't move." Now that could mean anything, right? I didn't know it would know I was moving. I thought it was like, oh, there's a monster here. Maybe you shouldn't spam click all the buttons in front of you, or whatever. I'd already played this game for 8 hours. I was pretty confident that it wouldn't know I was moving. But more confident than that was my desire to eat cabbage at that exact moment. I'm going to go ahead and filter the sounds directly through the stream so you can get the authentic version. Here you go.
Damn! No! Cabbage, why?
Very, very tragic, you guys. Very tragic. So, I really didn't think it was gonna know that I was moving. I was so confident. I was completely certain. I mean, I used one hand for the cabbage, the other hand to hold the thing pretty still, mostly. Kind of. Unfortunately, though, cabbage ended poor Sam's life. It was rather tragic. Now, this is back in, I think, 2014 or something like that. Maybe 15, I can't remember. But it doesn't end there, you guys. Oh, no. Blade gives all his candy to one trick-or-treater. Bingo. The following year, my costume is a cabbage. My following year. Right there. I dress up as a cabbage. Why? Because this is the deadliest vegetable known to Sam. Sam being the main character of Until Dawn. The stream was so mad when I killed Sam, especially the girls. They made me stay up another 8 hours and keep her alive, which I did, actually. So the following year, I'm now dressed up as a cabbage, you guys, because this is perfect for the stream meme, right? This is my New Jersey house, and we've got some trick-or-treaters.
Yes!
There's a Blade freakout. You know it's gonna be good, right? What could happen? Let's see. Let's just watch.
All right, hello, trick-or-treaters. I'm gonna make an exception for you. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't be afraid.
So check this out, guys. This gets even better.
Hang on, hang on.
Good times, good times. So I'd take my cabbage self, which was basically all the coats I owned, wrapped in 30 feet of green fleece. Look at that guy! Do you recognize that guy? You should. Right here. It's a Kirito. So little Kirito's dancing up a storm because he recognized live streaming. Now, as a responsible adult and homeowner who is now in the process of giving candy to children, it was the first time ever I got to experience trick-or-treaters going to my house. I was pretty excited. I did the nice and normal thing of handing this child a sword.
Oh my god!
That's right, children. It's the elucidator. Actually, this is, yeah, here you go. You can hold it, man. You can hold it. It's the real blade, man. There's some weight to it. You can wield that.
Now, if you're an 8-year-old Kirito, this is the best day of your entire life. I was so excited to just hand him these blades. You know, whatever, doors and windows be damned. I don't care if I lost one or two. This was a chance to bond, you guys.
How about that? That's great, right? Alright. I'm gonna...
Alright, now, I continued my series of adult faux pas as I then proceeded to decide that he was the most important kid that I had seen that night, and that he should have all of the candy that I had. Let's proceed. We're gonna go right for computer audio for this.
Take a couple pieces of candy for the other children. You guys get the box.
Are you guys live streaming?
Here you go. Yeah, we're live streaming.
Oh my god!
You get the whole box, Kirito. Get the whole box.
Oh my gosh!
Yep. There it is. My job is done here. Have fun, guys.
He's awesome.
Take care. The whole box.
So we gave Kirito the whole box, you guys. Good stuff. Dressed up as a cabbage. So that's the entirety of how Cabbage is related to our stream in the past. Now, I didn't really think that one through. I mean, it's standard Blade style, I guess. Because more kids appeared after that, actually. You know, that wasn't the end of the trick-or-treaters just because I met Kirito. So then I had to figure out what I was going to do there. So more people come up. Fortunately, I think I had like 2 Snickers and a Twix or something left. I don't know. It ended up so that I gave this next family 1 piece of candy each. And then what I decided the best thing to do would be take a Snickers, take out a blade, cut it into eighths, so that way if 8 more kids come up, they can all get 1 slice of Snickers, unwrapped, caramel flying everywhere on the table. Then I realized, alright, whoa, Blade. This is the worst thing you could possibly do. Obviously, it'd just be a slice of Snickers, which is fine for me to eat, but that would train kids to start taking unwrapped candy from cabbages that they don't know. And I was like, oh crap, this is horrible. I'm now live streaming and I'm completely out of candy because I've given the entire box to a Kirito costume that I found. It's like, this is terrible, you guys. This is bad. it actually ended up being those were the last trick-or-treaters of the night. So when I was dicing up my chocolate, nobody else showed up at the door. So I just perfectly, it was like, you know how they have Christmas miracles? It was like a Halloween miracle, you guys. It really was. It was great. So overall, pretty funny. And I don't know if I actually have this clip. Let's see if it's still on here.
Well, you're welcome.
Let's see.
My costume is a cat.
There we go. All right. So for no reason at all, just because, I mean, I'm a confident individual, and I don't mind if I put myself into awkward situations and intentionally make other people a little bit awkward around me for my own amusement. I had a sign next to me that said, ask me what my costume is. Right? Just a giant like whiteboard sign, ask me what my costume is. And people would. Now, let's be completely clear here. That is not a costume. I'm just wrapped in 30 feet of fleece. I look like a giant booger. That's nothing, right? But it's funny to the stream, okay? So, when people asked me what my costume was, which was nothing, I answered in a way that made them feel super awkward for not guessing it immediately. So let's go ahead, let's just play another moment of this.
Reese's, good call. Best of all candies.
Thank you. What's your costume?
My costume is a cabbage.
Oh, I get it.
It's great, right?
This is smart. Being here.
It's one of the smartest, costumes I've ever made.
Oh god, that's so dumb. So I would say it expectedly, like, it's a cabbage. I would nod, it would get them nodding too, and they'd be like, oh yeah! I literally got a that's smart. I'm wrapped in fleece! What is smart about any of this? So anyway, Cabbage, you guys, has been an exceptional part of this stream for many years now. It started off as that crazy thing that I did with my friend as I traveled the country. We were trying to get stronger, we were trying to go ahead and just like be healthier individuals. Then we found out it wasn't cabbage at all, it was lettuce, and we were just idiots for the last 7 months. But then we kind of started thinking that it's like an ancient Chinese food nutrition secret that we weren't supposed to know. Then eating all the cabbage that I have on stream always freaks out about it. So you know, it became a song from Omi Cheerleader, that's on my YouTube somewhere. Cabbage killed Sam in Until Dawn, which then made cabbage the most deadly vegetable known to Sam. So I had to come back the following year as a cabbage costume, and since then it has just been part of the stream, part of the cabbage memes. We got a Cabbage Y soundbite and then a cabbage emote. So if you guys ever want to know the full story, there it is. I'll highlight this, and we'll have this for you know, future generation, maybe even like a dinner break or something. But it's one of the top 25 exceptional stories of insane adventures that I've gotten up to. So there you go, guys. Full story.